Today we're in Leicester checking out one of the most affordable hotels, which is the OYO Sunrise Hotel that is situated just off the A46. Now this used to be a travel lodge, but because I was down in Leicester celebrating my son's 18th birthday, well, I managed to bag a double deluxe room for just £38. Ooh, yeah. Now this particular hotel has free parking right off that A46 dual carriageway. Check-in time is very fast. You don't get any food options within this hotel except for the vending machine within the reception area. And yep, as you may expect within a 3-star hotel, you do get no frills, but everything in this 2-floor hotel, including the hallways, looks fairly clean to the eye. Now, entering the room, it does take a physical key. There's no digital keys in this hotel. But at first glances, well, I'm not very keen, especially the fact that this spy hole just here on the front door is covered up with simple duct tape. With regards to the size of the room though, it is surprisingly quite big. In the initial corridor we get a few wooden hangers, so to place a few items of your clothing away. But you know what, check this out. Jesus! Woo! Now that is dusty. Nope, that's not great, and considering that the pillows are placed just on top of that shelf, they do actually seem to look like they've not been used for some time. So nope, definitely not going to be using these pillows. But just below we do get 2 bath towels, a little storage area for your shopping or indeed your laptop, and below that you get a simple rubbish bin. To the right we do get a large vertical dress mirror that is placed upon the wall next to the bathroom, which we will check out just in a second. But for now, taking a more detailed look of this deluxe room, within this room we get a king size bed just for me. Nice. It is certainly quite comfortable. All the sheets and coverings look very crisp and clean, smelling quite fresh, and you'll be pleased to know that the mattress does have a mattress encasement placed upon it already, and you can also request one of these when booking in. The pillows on the bed are of a moderate size. This headboard though, yep, once again it's a little bit dusty. We do get some handy bedside light switches, so we can simply roll over to the side of the bed, turn the switch on for the main room light, and indeed the bedside lamps just above. Although, again, there's a bit of dust on those lampshades. They are quite dated, and nope, there doesn't seem to be any type of charging sockets next to the bed. Bummer. Above the bed we do get a self-loving OYO picture frame, but entertainment wise we do get an affixed small TV. Nope, there's no Wi-Fi available at this hotel. We do get 2 more of those dated wall lamps. Above the sideboard we do get a nice big mirror that's centered, and below we are supplied with a very clean looking kettle. It is spotless in fact. We get spotless coffee mugs, and wow, there's certainly plenty of tea and coffee supplied. Perfect, can't grumble with that. And because there's no food in this hotel, we do get a handy little takeaway leaflet. But bear in mind there is a restaurant just next door where you can go ahead and eat at the Janu Cafe Bar Grill Indian restaurant, which not long ago used to be, well, a little chef. Lastly we got a single glass, which I'll definitely be using later on for my wine. Nope, we don't get any drawers within this sideboard, but we do however get this retro plastic chair, so to sit on and chill, maybe do a bit of laptop work, or you can simply jump over to that triple seated sofa that comes with a removable washable sofa cover already in place, which actually does give me some confidence as it does look like it's regularly cleaned. And you know what, sofa is quite comfy, yeah. Now view wise through that big window, even though somewhere out there, close by, there is Leicester City football training ground, you simply get a view of that 60mph dual carriageway. And by the way, there is a simple dated radiator that's sitting on the wall. It does work quite great though, nice and toasty. But if we head on over to the bathroom real quick, it's very simplistic but quite nice and bright. You get a big double mirror on the wall. One thing I do hate is the handles upon the door. Yeah, look at them. Nope, no locking mechanism whatsoever on this door, and we don't get a floating seat up on the toilet. This sink, I would say, it's okay I guess. There are a few scrapes and scratches, but it is however quite clean. The shower head, it does look dated, but hey, you know what, it actually does the job. Nice and hot running water, but with that water, I do smell the scent of burning rubber. Yeah, not a handsome smell whatsoever. Now we do get a small little pedal bin, plenty of loo roll, and there is a charging socket sitting on the wall in front of that big mirror. Now because, again, as mentioned, I was in Leicester to surprise my son at his 18th birthday. Well, shortly after recording this video, right outside of the hotel on that dual carriageway, there was indeed an accident that happened just a few miles down the road, meaning that traffic was backed up to a full standstill for a good couple of hours. So as you can imagine, with only one way out onto that carriageway from the hotel, ordering an Uber was an absolute nightmare. I was stranded at the hotel for literally 2 full hours, and even though I did get lucky with an Uber driver, he did contact me and ask me to meet him on the opposite side of the carriageway, which did require me to walk down the carriageway at least half a mile, cross over to the central reservation, cross through bushes and trees in between cars, and you know what, just as I reached the next side, because the driver didn't see me, he decided to drive off just as I was running towards the car. As you can tell, here's my frustration just here.
Where I am, the hotel's on the opposite side of the carriageway. Uber can't come down because of traffic shit. So I've got to get on the opposite side of the carriageway, so I had to climb through those bushes there. And I'm stood on the side of this fucking... Unbelievable. Waiting for an Uber to see if he knows where the F I am. Dangerous or what? Taking a risk here.
But after luckily getting a driver that came down the carriageway and absolutely got stuck in traffic himself, I thought, you know what, I'm not going to make my son's 18th birthday. And when he explained it to the driver, I know he shouldn't have done it, but he decided to reverse all the way back down the carriageway a good 1.5 miles. So yeah, I managed to make it to my son's 18th birthday, but bear this in mind, because there's only one way onto that carriageway. If there's any type of accident, you are stranded. There's no point even entering the traffic. When we were there, people were out of their cars, having a smoke, having a cigarette. And yeah, I was a bit late celebrating his birthday. But you know what? The hotel, it wasn't their fault. It is situated in a bit of a desolate area. But regarding the room, overnight I did have a comfortable stay. It is nice and cozy. Checkout is 11 AM. You do get free parking within the car park. But let me know what you guys think. Have you stayed at this particular hotel? And would you stay here? I mean, for £37 to £38 on a Friday night, not that bad of a stay. If you want a quick getaway with your loved one, just a single night out, there's a restaurant next door, you can romance and dine just there, and simply, you know, head back onto the hotel room for a bit of, you know, late night action. Dirty Bertie. But yeah, get commenting in the comment section down below whether you think this hotel is quite good. It is a 3-star hotel like I've mentioned, but if you'd like to see some of our previous budget hotel reviews, then stick around to this channel, subscribe just now, and I hope to see you guys on the very next one.